Today's episode of Heat, finally getting a win. So, just want to go over a game of Heat. I finally got a win. It's been a while. I also haven't been playing very much also. So I've been getting a lot of second places, but no first places. But the second places I was getting weren't even like budging my my arena ranking. So I'm just going to go through this real quick and show you how I finally got back into the winning column here. So the hazards on the track are there's an increase in speed limit here. Overheat here on this 3 corner. Free boost along this section. It's not very important though. And a decrease in speed limit at the final turn, which this happens a lot. It seems like on the USA track. So looking at this, I'm drafting 3rd and 7th, right? So this is obviously going to be gone. I'd like to get this tire, but we'll see what happens here. The other ones that might be good are the suspension and this 1.5 brake. So of course the 1.5 brake's gone. I chose the gas pedal first, thinking maybe I could grab one of the other ones on the way back. Still think the tire is the best of the 3 ones that are here, and I'm not even looking at that. Of course Arvin takes the tires. I'm going to take the suspension one with the slipstream. Quizzer takes 3 cooling system, and then Black Rat chooses the RPM that was left over, the 2. Okay, we're here. I'm looking at all these cards here. Aaron takes good, but I don't think I get it. I think I end up taking this tire here. Do I take the air intake? I might take the air intake after all. Yeah, I do take it. Gas pedal was taken. A Black Rat, and then hit the 1 suspension. 3 RPM. And then I take the tire, which then makes me just drop the gas pedal. All right. So, first turn, I'm just going to play this boost, a 4 and a 3. Stress, whatever you want to call it. Just hope I get a good card to be up here for the turn. I draw 3, which puts me right next to Arvin, which is fine with me. I'll just stop right there. There's no sense slipstreaming. And the reason why I don't slipstream is there's a good chance I could slipstream off somebody here, which will get me closer to this corner, right? I mean, it's long straightaway sometimes. You can pull up short and then not be able to get through this corner. So the more you can move before you have to play cards on this section, the better. Black Rat falls short, boosts. They stayed, I think, in the 3rd gear, yeah. We all have an extra heat in our engine, so we all have 7 total heat. So I use 4 different cards here to get up to 8. I could have used just 2, but there's no reason to. I don't have like a heat in my hand. So it's better just to stay in 4th gear, and I can downshift on the other side of it. Everything's going the way I thought it would on this turn, so nobody's doing anything crazy. And I'll be right next to blue still. So I slipstream up. Okay. So, cards in my hand, I'm going to use my intake to get the heat that I spent back at the beginning of the game. So I'm going to move 11 from 13, which will put me at 2. Pretty good place to be. Black Rat gets up to the 1 spot before the corner. Here. Arvin going to go 11, so they're going right where I'm going, but then they slipstream. I don't think it's worth doing that personally, but that's just my opinion. But then I think, well, if he's up there, maybe it is good to slipstream, right? Be next to him. Like if there was nobody here, I would just stay behind people so I can slipstream on the other side of this corner. So I'm in 3rd gear. I don't want to spend my tires yet, so I go 4 on my turn. I want to save my tires for over here if possible. If I get into a sticky situation here, though, I will spend it up on this 3 turn. Just deal with this corner on its own. Arvin goes 3, so I am going to go past them. There's not much I can do about it. Which, wait, what? Oh, I do go 3. Oh, I just spent a 3 by itself. So I downshifted from 3rd to 1st. I don't know if that's the wisest decision there. So Black Rat's right next to me. We see we have my Nemesis, the green legend card on the track. It's almost like this thing has a grudge against me. So I have a bad draw, my stress, but I'm going to just do a boost at the end here. And puts me right here. It's not the greatest position for this turn, but I can at least get through it, right? Black Rat flies past me. I'm not a fan of going up to the line anyways. I'd rather be like here. But there are occasions I will go up to it. Just depends on what I have in my hand. Like with most board games, there's nothing that's absolute, right? So just depends on your opponents and the cards you got. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to slipstream anybody here, right? The way things are folding out. Because I would need to go like 5 to slipstream, right? So I'm going to go 4, but I do have adrenaline from being in last place. So I might go 5 if necessary, but so everybody's going to standard 3 so far. And then the legend card goes, and he does me a really big favor. It stops there. Cool down. I could slipstream up to where Black Rat is. Okay, Inquisitor's turn. They're going to get through the corner here. In fact, everybody's going to get through the corner, but me and the Green Legend. So the Green Legend, for once in their life, has helped me, but then it just stays away from me the rest of the game, which really, if you're in last place with a Legend card, you want it to stay around you, so there's that chance you can slipstream it, but it's like, I think the computer's will was broken. So I went 4 thinking like somebody was going to get stuck behind a line. I thought Black Rat was, but I didn't take into account that they had enough heat for it, so I get stuck back here. I did spoil that I won, so you know I'm going to come back here, but you'll see that I go pretty far behind. With no help from green. See, it stays behind me. In fact, it doesn't cross this line for like 3 turns or something like that. There was 1, 2, and then I think it still gets stuck behind here because I'm like way over here by the time it goes around this corner. It's the weirdest Legend movement I've seen in a while. Everybody's way ahead of me. Both of these players are in striking distance of this corner, so I'm really far behind in this one. So I'm going to go 3. So my suspension's been pretty much useless this whole game. In fact, I don't think I used it the entire time. Okay, gonna go. Sorry, the playback's fighting with me here. I keep saying go to next player's turn, it stops. So yep, see there it is. And it'll move 1 next turn and stop right here. So it's just like, I'm not going to give you any more help. I gave it to you once, so I'm going to stay away from you type deal with this Legend card. So I go 12 and then I boost. just to get into range of this corner, because if I don't, then I'm pretty much out of it. What I do, I get there, just go 8, so I'm going to play these 3. I'm going to save my air intake, this 4 for this straightaway. He has a gas pedal, Black Rat does so. Nope, doesn't have it on. I know he has one, but so Arvin zips on past him. So this is pretty good for me. It means I can get here while they're still on this section, and then I can just like try to go as far as possible. Maybe catch up there. Still have 3 heat also, which is a bonus, like, well, 4 heat now. So I'm really taking advantage of being in 4th place and being able to cool down regardless of what gear I'm in. Right, so 4, a 4, a 1, and a 2 isn't the greatest, but it's what cards I was given. So this is 11, it'll put me at 9, and I can do a whole bunch of stuff here to try to catch up, I think. Black Rat's turn. Everybody's just getting in position to get through this corner. Okay. So 11, right? Like I said. Get the super cool. I also get to do a regular cooldown. Use adrenaline. Get a 3. Puts me at 5. So here's a good time to try to use my, because I have a lot of heat, to use my tires to try to get through this corner. So I stay in 3rd gear and do a 3, 1, and 1. Luckily for me, Arvin decides to go 1 so they can cool down 3 heat. Black Rat goes. So these tires are basically what saved me in this one. And it was one of the ones I was targeting from the beginning. It just took me till the 2nd draft to get a pair. So, and it doesn't look like much this, you know, it's 1, right? But in the right position, it's really good. So I'm right back up at the pack now. I draw because my deck was empty, and I get my tires back. Well, I get my tires back again. Yeah. Black Rat must not had much in their hand. They could have a bunch of heat. But then I play 2 cards here. It boost. I get a 4 and a 4, so I'm going 11. It's not the best position to be in, but I'm in range of the corner again, right? This is exactly where I was the first lap, and this time I'm not going to mess around over here, because, you know, you sometimes have to learn your lesson when you make bad plays. And Blue decides to slipstream around me, Look how far back green was, because like I said, it didn't want to help me while I was in last place. So I'm going 4 because I felt like blue, like yellow went 3 last time around here, I believe. So I think blue thought they would go 3 again. And either way, as long as I get through the corner here, I'm fine, right? So I go 5 actually. I use my tires again. Okay. Alright, so there's that. And the good thing is I have heat in my engine. A little bit more than my opponents. So here's the play. Before we go to Black Rat's turn, because I don't want the game to go crazy here. Yellow wants to get through this corner, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They only have 2 heat in their engine, right? So they think they do have a card, a cooldown card, which will help them get there, right? But they also, no, they don't have, I know what happens here, sorry. They have a 1-5. So they play the 1-5 and then use being in first gear to cool down the rest. I also go the first gear because like my thought process was they can't really get over here, right? I doubt they're going to stop here, right? So it's probably one of these 2 spaces they'll be in. So I go 4 to cool down these 3 heat. Gives me enough heat to get around this corner and also upshift and boost the final final turn of the game here. This is the importance of saving heat up, right, for the end. So yeah, it does a 1-5, right? Chooses the 5. What could they have done differently? They could have possibly came up short and let me zip by them, right? And then cooled down their heat and then made a sensible turn, because like, what's the chances of blue having enough heat to get through this corner, right? Way back here at 6. It's not good, right? So I cool down, then I slipstream. Okay. Here's the difference, right? Quizzard is in first gear. They can only shift into second gear, so they have no heat, right? I'm in first gear. I can go into third, right? So, and I do have a pretty good hand here to do that with. I'm just going to go the 11, which will get me right past the line. Then I'll boost. So like I said, yellow could have pulled up short. There's no way blue was probably going to slipstream here, right? And then I would have been in front of them. They could have then slipstream me, right? And then maybe have won, right? So that's those little decisions there. Like sometimes, like in that position, instead of spending all your heat, just like downshift. You know, downshift, let me, because there's no way I was going to be able to get through this turn either if I stayed in second gear. Well, maybe I could have, but I don't think it was worth it, right? I think what Inquisitor thought was they were going to be the only one to get through the turn, you know? Which is a folly, right? Or if they thought they were going to get through, nobody's going to have heat, right? So, all right. So my turn, I go my 11. And I boost, right? Okay, there it is. Super cool scrap. I still go through all the stuff on my turn, even though like I've won. Let's watch the rest of the cars finish here. Or it cools down 2 heat, they boost, they get a 1. It's pretty bad for them. And Green Legend stayed away from everybody, so there we go. Let's see why they went back there. If this thing would quit moving for 5 seconds. I think what happens when they played the gas pedal, they didn't have enough heat for it, maybe. Okay, so there's another game of heat, pedal to the metal. That just shows you, like, in the right position, a lot of these upgrade cards can be used, you know, to help you like win a race. So if I wouldn't have picked up that tire, I probably would have never been able to get through like this turn on the last lap or this turn. Or if I did, I wouldn't have enough heat to get around this corner like I did and then still be able to get across the finish line. So, but yep, another game of heat in the books. So until next time, keep on gaming. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. You know, leave comments if you have any other suggestions on this game or other games you'd like to see on this channel. There's also a playlist on the left side of the screen that you can click to see other videos I have made. And until next time, keep on playing.